Imagine for a moment that every time you said yes to angel money, you signed away more than just equity. You traded pieces of your vision, your control, your freedom, sometimes without even realizing it. Because here's the raw, uncomfortable truth. Money can feel like a lifesaver when your startup's burning, but what if that cash is also a chain? What if behind the glitter of investment lies a cost so deep, so hidden, it eats at the core of what made you start in the first place? You've been through hell building something out of nothing. Every pitch, every sleepless night, every cut in your own paycheck was a fight for your dream. And then along comes angel investment, the fuel to keep your fire blazing. But here's where it gets dangerous. That fuel can burn too hot. Suddenly, the expectations don't just increase. They multiply, consume, suffocate the very soul of your enterprise. It's not just control slipping through your fingers. It's your identity, your autonomous power to build on your terms. Think about it like this. An angel investor's money isn't free, it's a contract. A contract with invisible bindings that tighten around your decision making. They don't just want a seat at the table. Sometimes they want to move the table, turn the lights off, and rearrange your world. The pressure to deliver rapid growth, rapid returns, rapid decisions. This isn't a fast lane, it's a trap disguised as an expressway. The drive for scaling fast can kill the authenticity of your vision until you're no longer building what you dreamed of, but what someone else demands. And here's the kicker. Many founders don't see it coming because they want to believe in the story that angel money is pure freedom. But freedom isn't handed over in a checkbook. It's earned in the silence of sacrifice, in the rebellion against easy answers. The cost of accepting angel funds often lives in the shadows of lost freedom, where every dollar carries 1,000 little strings, advice that isn't advice, deadlines that aren't suggestions, change that isn't your own. Now, at this moment, the silent scream inside you might be louder than ever, because you realize that money didn't just buy growth, it bought expectations that suffocate. They expect you to pivot so fast that your company becomes a reflection of their risk appetite, not your mission. They want influence over your hiring, your product, your roadmap, your soul, and if you push back, suddenly you're hard to work with, unscalable, too idealistic. The system that promises to elevate you can turn into the cage that traps you. But here's the rebel truth that most will never say out loud. You are not your investor's exit plan. You are not a dollar sign waiting to be cashed out. Even with money in your bank account, your power as a founder is your will to say no. You have to fight for the right to build the reality that feels real to you, the one that makes you get up in the morning with fire in your veins. That fight starts with understanding the price beyond the price tag, the invisible cost of selling slices of your dream. So how do you survive this? How do you accept help without losing yourself? First, demand more than just cash. Demand alignment. Values, vision, timelines, strictly yours, not theirs. Money without alignment is a disaster waiting to explode. Push so hard for true partnership that you scare off anyone who treats your startup like a checklist machine. Investors who respect your boundaries, who understand that the future you're building can't be rushed, who see you as more than an instrument for quick returns, those are the ones to wrestle for, not the vultures chasing fast wins. Second, build your own armor of knowledge and clarity. This isn't about fancy jargon or complicated term sheets. It's about ruthless clarity on what you need versus what looks nice. Learn how to decode the fine print that's designed to trip you up. Insist on transparency, on every promise in writing, on every assumption challenged. If you're not rewriting the rules of your deal, you're probably letting them write the rules of your fall. Remember, the smartest founders don't just accept money, they negotiate reality. Third, create a culture so strong inside your startup that even the biggest investor pressure can't break it. The real power lies in the team that believes in the mission as much as you do, who don't just see this as a job, but as a rebellion against everything mediocre. When your people are fierce in spirit, aligned in purpose, and unyielding in drive, no investor can dictate your soul. They can push, they can nudge, yes, but they cannot bend what's built on unshakable conviction. Fourth, never underestimate the liberation that comes from owning your limits. You don't have to take every penny offered. Sometimes the most powerful move is saying, no, this is not the right deal for us. The temptation to swallow your pride for money can be overwhelming, especially when the world screams, scale or die. But scale without sovereignty is death disguised as growth. Choosing patience, building slowly, and waiting for the right match is the path of the few who refuse to sell their fire cheaply. Finally, remember that time is your greatest ally, not your enemy. The cheap success story sold by the market is a lie. Real transformation takes time. Timelines that respect growth, that let innovation bloom instead of being burned out by immediate ROI pressures. Angel investment that understands this rhythm isn't a price, it's a platform, and it's up to you to find the investors who share this vision of lasting change, not quick wins. This hidden cost of angel money isn't a price tag, it's a slow bleed of your freedom, your vision, your right to become more than what the system expects. But here's the beautiful upside. Being aware is already fighting back. Knowing these dangers means you're not walking blindly into chains, you're walking in with a sword. You can reclaim control, redefine what investment means, and build a sanctuary of truth in a world addicted to conformity. You won't be popular for this mindset. You'll be called stubborn, naive, reckless. But when the founders who say yes to every contract are bowed and broken, the ones who dared to say no, the ones who demanded everything to be aligned with their soul, those are the architects of something new. They are the ones who don't just disrupt markets, but the whole system that tells them to conform. This is not a cautionary tale. It's a battle cry. To every angel investor watching this, remember that the real investment isn't just in startups. It is in the trust, the autonomy, and the relentless spirit of the founders you back. And to every founder, know this. The money is tempting, but true power is non-negotiable. Choose your money like you choose your battles, with eyes wide open and fire burning in your chest. Because the system isn't broken for lack of ambition, it's broken because it rewards obedience. But you. You're not here to obey, you're here to transcend, to become, to rise above. And no money, no term sheet, no investor meeting should ever steal that from you. So own your will, question every offer like your future depends on it, because it does. And remember that in the end, freedom isn't granted by checks. It's seized by those who refuse to settle for less than everything they envisioned. Know that accepting angel money doesn't have to be a trap. It can be a tool, a weapon, a shield, if you control the terms, if you hold the vision, if you refuse to lose yourself. This fight is real. This cost is hidden, but so is your power. Choose wisely. Fight fiercely. Become unstoppable.